Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Commander Belay, and this is another video of mine, a talking point video, and it's going to be an interesting one. I want to be a debate with you guys, and this one is our front line for next season. What our dream front line would be next season. Obviously, with this video, there's going to be various formations, different types of players that, a player in specific that we could sign, and a player that's very versatile that can play in this position, and what our dream front line for next season could look like. Going to be discussing loads of varieties, different options that we could have next season and formations. But if you do enjoy this video, I'd like you to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're not on here, make sure you hit the notification so you're notified for every time I do uploads, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, starting off with our front line is what it could look like. Now, obviously, we know Lampard, he's very adaptable. He can use various different types of formations, the 4-3-3, the 4-3-2-1, the 4-2-3-1. And at times, he uses a 5 at the back when we've had a lot of injuries, but I'm not going to be taking the 5 at the back or the 3 at the back into consideration because it's a formation that we don't really necessarily use often unless we have to. The main ones he uses, he switches between the 4-3-3 and the 4-2-3-1. Now, with this formation, now obviously it does depend. However, starting with the 4-2-3-1, our front line obviously could be Kovacic and Jorginho in that pivot position. And I've gone controversial here, but Christian Pulisic in the number 10 position at cam. He's very versatile, he's very agile, he's fantastic playmaking abilities, links up the play, has really good passing range, agile, quick, pacey. End product's very good, as we saw against Burnley. Pulisic through the middle at number 10. Callum Hudson-Odoi in his natural left wing position at left wing. And then sign Jadon Sancho, the elite prospect. And you haven't checked out the video, go and check it out. I went into detail why he would need to be signed, why he's a top prospect, a top player that Chelsea should be looking at to sign. Jadon Sancho at the right wing, the qualities he brings. He's 19 years of age, he will develop. He's a Chelsea fan, but most importantly, the attributes he brings to Lampard's system. He adapted to Lampard's system, his pace, precision, good chemistry with the team as well. Has an eye for a goal, really good end product. He's produced insane numbers for Borussia Dortmund, 16 goals and 12 assists last season with Borussia Dortmund at the age of 18. Very good playmaking abilities. I would definitely add another dimension to our game. And then Tammy Abraham up front in the number 9 position, leading the line for us. Obviously, his goals, and he's been fantastic this season. He was joint top goal scorer, but he's second top goal scorer in the Premier League with 8 goals. He's already got a goal in the Champions League as well. 9 goals in all competitions, and we're only a quarter into the season. He's done fantastically well the way he's adapted onto a new system. He's a poacher, he scores loads of goals, very clinical. And even other stuff as well, as he's played with us and he's gone out on loan at Aston Villa. He's learned a lot of new attributes. His link up has improved immensely, his physicality, passing range as well. That's crucial for striker. Their link up play and their strength is crucial, especially if you're playing the Premier League. Physicality is very key and crucial. His link up play, the way he builds up the play, passing, like I said, clinical. Due to his height and strength, he's very good in the air as well. He scored a couple of headers for us, and I think that he's done fantastically well with the system as well. Mason Mount, which I'll be talking about in a moment. And imagine having Callum Hudson-Odoi, Jadon Sancho and Pulisic at cam, supplying the dream front four, the dream front line of Pulisic, Jadon Sancho, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Tammy Abraham. For me, that would be the dream. That would honestly be the dream. But that's just one specific formation. Now, when I do mention this, obviously, during the course of the season, we will sustain injuries. We're not all robots, that is natural. Lampard does like to change the tactics and the formation depending on the formation, depending on the opponent we're playing. So if we're playing a different opponent, a 4-3-3 will be suitable with Jorginho in the register, Kovacic, and have a number 8. Now with Pulisic, his defensive duties isn't as good as Mason Mount, therefore number 8 wouldn't be the suitable position for him, and therefore Mason Mount would be the more suitable option to be at number 8. Or, of course, we have Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Mason Mount in the number 8 position, and in that case you would have Callum Hudson-Odoi, Jadon Sancho on the right, Tammy Abraham leading line, or depending on injuries and depending on the qualities, depending on form and opponent, you could always have Pulisic on the right hand side, or even Pulisic on the left hand side, his stronger position where he can cut on his right foot, very good. But as you saw against Burnley, of course, with Pulisic not being able to cover his defensive duties, Mason Mount is a preferred option, or like I said, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And obviously the reason for that is because, they're natural midfielders. Number 8 who creates, who scores, who links up the play, who's very good at being pressure resistant, transitioning the play, and therefore they'll be more suitable in the number 8 role in the 4-3-3 formation. So like I said, It all depends on the type of formation you use, the opponent you face, injuries. Of course, this is Chelsea FC. We do sustain a lot of injuries. So obviously having that front three, but the dream front four in a 4-2-3-1 would be Pulisic at the number 10 cam position, drifting in between those lines, in those half spaces, creating playmaking, which is his strongest attribute, his pace, agility, and getting a few goals now and again, but also most importantly, linking up the play and supplying with that front three, that electric front three. And I think that's the main thing in that formation. Like I said, with Lampard, we're building this project, this golden era, this golden generation. And for me, in the future, this is what we have to strive to. If we want to become elite, if we want to become the top teams like City, like Liverpool, we have to sign the top players in the window, but also mix and integrate with the youth. The top youth players that we do have, integrate with the elite players. I'm not saying that we should have a massive spending spree in the summer, spend 400, 450. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when we do spend, because let's make it clear, we're going to have a lot of money to spend. Hazard's money, Morata's money, the potential outgoings of Pedro, Alonso, Barkley, potentially Willian as well. And of course the Champions League money from last year, the potential Champions League money, sponsorships, commercial deal. We will have a lot of money to spend. However, it's the quality over the quantity. I would rather assign 2-3 top elite players that will, immediately improve the starting 11, the sign what we did in 2017, sign 5 to 6 very average players. They're essentially just squad fillers. They're just squad fillers and they don't really improve the 11. And if anything, they take up wages and it's more of a burden to the club than anything. And I think that's the key thing here. Now, like I said, the dream front four would be Pulisic, Sancho, Hudson-Odoi, Tammy Abraham scoring, being clinical, Sancho and Hudson-Odoi cutting in, being those inverted wingers in that perfect Lampard system, having those fullbacks utilised on those wide flanks, overlapping the inverted wingers, creating the width, dragging the fullback, allowing Sancho and Hudson-Odoi more centrally, nearer to Pulisic. And think about it this way, Tammy Abraham being that poacher, but you have Callum Hudson-Odoi, Sancho and Pulisic interchanging in between those lines. When you play against opponents that have a low block, defend very, very tightly. When you have Sancho, Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi in between those lines in the midfield and the defence, in those half spaces, playing those little 1-2s, pace, tiki-taka football, champagne football, Louvre football, it's going to cause a lot of issues and tactical problems for the opponent. Having those fullbacks of Emerson, Reece James, dragging their fullback out wide, it's then going to split apart those centre-backs, split apart the defensive midfielder, and will cause a lot of problems. And tactically with Lampard, having those inverting wings are clever, allowing Hudson-Odoi to be stronger on his right foot, Sancho to cut in on a stronger left foot, having those fullbacks as well, drag the fullbacks out wide, Emerson, Reece James being one of the best at crossing as well, being another outlet. If they're unable to, give the player a bit of variety. Lampard system, high intensive press, pressing the game, progressing the ball, 1-touch, 2-touch football, moving the ball very, very quickly, more of attacking style of football. That's the future. You see a philosophy being embedded. You see the players, the young players, the youth players being given an opportunity. And obviously with the type of players that are more suited to Lampard's system, we're only going to thrive. We are only going to go in one direction. With Emerson, Reece James being very, very good at crossing, it will give another outlet. Tammy Abraham, like I said, very tall, very strong, had a lot of goals, header goals, poacher goals as well. And for me, he is a top player, and I think that is a dream front line. Different options, 4-2-3-1, you can have Pulisic, Cam, Sancho, Hudson, or Tammy Abraham, or with a 4-3-3, Jorginho, Kante / Kovacic, with Mason Mount Loftus-Cheek at the number 8 position, and interchange between Hudson-Odoi, Sancho and Pulisic for the front two, and have Tammy Abraham for the number 9 position. But that's just my thoughts and opinions. Leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Would you love to see Sancho at Chelsea? What front line would you like to see at Chelsea, the front four? Do you agree that with me that Pulisic will be fantastic at number 10, he's very versatile, or do you prefer him at the left hand side on the wing positions? Comment down below your thoughts and opinions. Smash that like button if you do enjoy this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Make sure you hit the notification so you'll be notified for every time I upload, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.